What's up everyone, and welcome on back for another video here on my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. If this is not your first time here, thank you for being a returning viewer. And if this happens to be your first time stopping by, welcome to the channel. My name is Monet. I am 26 years old, and here on this channel I am documenting my financial journey, going through how I'm saving money. I've showcased how I've got out of debt, and just overall just showing how I budget and handle my finances in general. So if that is something that you find interesting, something you would like to learn more about, then definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and join the family. I would love to have you, and hit the bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload my next video. All right, so with the introductions out of the way, here we see that within today's video, I am going to be documenting my sinking funds. I like to do this at the end of every month just to see how much I saved, what I spent my money on, and where my envelopes are currently. So if we are interested in seeing how much I saved, then just keep on watching. All right, so before we go into it, as always, just want to make it known that all of the sheets that you see me use within my channel, I do create them myself. I have them available for digital download, so if you also think that this would be helpful, the links for everything that I use would be down in the description. I have the budget kits available within my website and my Etsy, so be sure to check it out if you think it helps. I make it for each month. So if you're unfamiliar with sinking funds, they are just like little mini savings that I like to keep track of things that are gonna come up that I know are coming, and also for unexpected things. It's just a nice way for me to save for miscellaneous things that may pop up within my budget, so I can account for them and I'm not scrambling to find the cash and most likely put myself back into debt. So in terms of the sinking funds and how I use this sheet, I first go ahead and list all of the funds that I keep track of for my sinking funds and their starting balances. So where I get the starting balances from is that if I look at the month before, so this is my sinking fund sheet from September. These are my funds, and then the end balance is going to be my new start balance. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in that information. All right, so looking at my sinking funds and where I was at the start of October, we see that I had annual payments, and that was a total of $215. Car maintenance had $936, car insurance with $360, Christmas with $245, gifts $105, household $145, medical $450, and travel with $468. So that's a grand total of $2,924. So the next thing that I do is go ahead and track any money that I took out or any money that I put in within these accounts. I would put them here in the plus and minus column and then get the end balance, and I would notate the transactions and what I spent them on down at the bottom. And then after all of that, I'm just going to validate that what I have in my binder is accurate, and that is how I like to close up my sinking funds and make sure that everything is in order for the next month. So let me go ahead and set up the envelopes in a good view, and then we can do that. All right, I'm just gonna put the envelopes here. I normally put them up over here in the corner, but I'm trying to keep the aesthetic going with the candle, so I'm just gonna leave that over there. So I like to go in order. So the first fund that we have here is annual payments. So I will write annual payments for the fund. And I like to start off with noting any money that I was able to bring in. So I put that as income. So this is my full-time income that you guys see me cash stuff. And for the month, I was able to add $45 for this envelope. So I did not have any payments that I had to make this month. So this envelope was just able to get added. So I will put 45 here and 0 because I took nothing out. So looking at our starting balance, it was 215 plus the 45. So we should now have $260 within our envelope. So checking out annual payments, I have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. So that is correct, $260 within annual payments. So I'll go ahead and put that right in there. And that has been accounted for. Next, we can move along to car maintenance. First, noting any money that we were able to bring in this month from my paycheck. So that was a total of $80. And then I did use my car maintenance this month. I went to go get a car wash, and that was a total of $12 that I took for that. So if we added 80 and we took out 12, let's see now what the new balance is. So 936 plus 80 minus 12. So that means I should now have $1,004 within my car maintenance envelope. So checking out car maintenance, I'm gonna first count the $500. So this is a placeholder to signify that I have $500 in the bank. So if we have 500, and then in actual cash, we have 100, 200, 300, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, 450, 470, 490, 495, 500, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 504 plus our 500 placeholder, giving us a total of, correct, $1,004. Now, normally I would go ahead and put a placeholder in this envelope because I have placeholders for 500 and 1,000, so I don't keep all of the cash in here. But I do have an upcoming oil change, so I know I'm gonna take money out of here anyway, so I'm just gonna leave that in there for now. All right, so moving up next, we have car insurance. So car insurance for the month, I was able to bring in $80 as well to this envelope. I did not take any money out, so we will do 80 and 0. So if we started with 360 plus 80, that means I should now have $440 within my car insurance. I save up to pay my car insurance every 6 months. So that is what I'm saving up for now. Last month I paid around like $400 to $420. So I thought I saved up enough. I anticipated it to be a little bit more than what I paid. So I was estimating like maybe $450, $460, but I did get the bill and it's going to be due next month. And I actually owe $540 this month for my car insurance. I am going to call them before I make the payment because I like to just call, make sure, see if there's any discounts or anything I'm missing out on. But for the bill that they gave me for my next 6 months, it's going to be $540. So I'll probably have to add an extra $100 between next month when I do my cash stuffings. But anyway, as of right now, within car insurance, we have 100, 200, 300, 320, 40, 60, 80, 420, 40. So that is correct. $440 in car insurance. All right, so after car insurance, we're going to move along towards Christmas. Christmas for the month, I was able to bring in $65 towards this envelope. I did not take any money out, so we're gonna do 65 and 0. So looking at 245 plus 65, that gives me $310 that I should have in the envelope. I'm still on the fence if I should be more aggressive with Christmas. I just really don't want to do too much for Christmas in terms of like gifts. As I shared before, I'm only getting gifts for my parents and my best friend, and they don't really care about lavish things. It's more of like the sentimental gifts, and those don't tend to cost too much because as long as I know what to get for each person, it kind of works out. But right now we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, 5, 10. So that is correct, $310. So definitely let me know, guys, down in the comments below. What is your budget for Christmas and how many people do you plan on buying for? Because I was trying to approach it with, say, like each person gets $100 and then you split it up across the 3. But I don't know. I don't know what's like a nice budget. So let me know what you guys are doing. All right, so after Christmas, we get into gifts. Gifts in terms of income for the month, I did bring in $30. And then I also used gifts this month. It was my bestie's birthday. And I got her a little something, not too much. And that was a total of $35 for her gift. So looking at gifts, we added 30, took out 35. So we started with 105 plus 30 minus 35. I should now be left with $100. Looking at gifts, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100. So that is correct, $100. All right, moving on. After gifts, we have household. And for the month, this envelope was able to receive $60. I didn't take any money out yet because I am still working on my laundry room to get that organized. But I think I'm gonna start that probably next month. So 145 plus 60, that gives me $205 that I should be left with. We took nothing out, so put a 0. So within household, we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 205. So correct, $205 for household. All right, up next, we get into medical. For the month, I added $20 to this envelope. I don't use medical too often, so adding 20, I took nothing out. So 450 plus 20, that should be $470. So within medical, that's 100, 200, 300, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, 450, 460, and 470. So correct, $470 in medical. All right, and then our last envelope is my favorite envelope, and that is for travel. Travel for the month was a top priority, or it's been a top priority for the last couple of months, because we know my birthday is in November and I was paying for my trip, and now it's completely done, so I'm so excited about that. But just to keep track of what we did this month, this envelope received a total of $475. And then at the end of the month, I also took money out to pay for my cruise. So cruise expenses, this covered everything from the hotel that I'm staying at one day before, and then the cruise itself, plus my excursions. So everything's covered, and I am happy to be done with that. So that was for $927 for that payment. So looking at $475 that I added, and then $927 that I took out, starting the month with $468 plus $475 minus $927. That should leave me with $16 in my envelope. So looking at travel, we have 10, 15, and 16. So that is correct, $16. I love traveling, so traveling is always gonna be a top priority for me, especially now that I moved and I'm not really near family. I like to travel, to go and see them, do stuff. But within all of my sinking funds, that's everything we accounted for. So now we're just gonna total up our end balance and see what we have. Okay, so that gives us a grand total of $2,805 within my sinking funds. So a slight decrease from the start of the month, but as always, that is what sinking funds are for, and they help me stay within my budget. All right, you guys, but as for this video, that is all I do for my sinking funds. So I am ready to enter the new month of November, which I'm so excited for. It's gonna be a lot of activities that I have coming up. So I'm just in dire need to escape and get out of here. But if you did enjoy the video, definitely let me know down in the comments below and give the video a thumbs up. That really does help, and it shows that you enjoy these type of videos, and it supports the channel and helps me reach other people that might also be interested in it. If you are thinking about subscribing, you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But as for everything else, you guys, that's all I have. I hope you all enjoy your weekends, and I will catch you all next time in my next video. Bye, guys.